Alright, I'll give you an update on the tomatoes. My tomatoes had gotten tall enough where I decided it was time to plant them. Pretty much every old folk that I talked to said, hey man, around Good Friday, that weekend, that's when you need to plant. No matter when Good Friday is, that's when you need to plant. So, that's what we decided to do. We got tomatoes in the ground. We got 2 plants per section. We kind of mixed up varieties. We've only got 8 hills, or 8 tomato plants, I guess you'd say, in sections. Giving them all 2x2 sections to grow. I'm going to put up some kind of support up here for them to grow onto so that the wind doesn't destroy them. Over here, these are cucumbers. I got 3 cucumbers planted, 3 cucumber plants planted, and we've also got some seeds in here. We decided to stagger them this year just to see what they'll do. If y'all remember me planting the spring onions, these are looking great. I asked my mom when's a good time to pull these up, and she says when the stalks turn yellow, then the onion is perfect. She told me a good way to store them too. She said if you take the onions out and say you want to just keep the onion bulbs, she says you can put the bulbs in pantyhose, buy a thing of pantyhose, and tie them off. Like put one bulb in the toe, tie that off, put another bulb in, tie that off, put another bulb in, tie that off. She said, and then keep them in a cool place, cool dry place. What that does is it keeps it from molding, and since they're not touching each other, they won't mold. And then as you need them, you just cut one loose. So yeah, good idea. I think I may try that. This little plant over here, kind of by itself, the tall one, is broccoli. I don't know if y'all remember, I tilled this whole garden up, and I had some broccoli in it. And this one decided that it was going to be a trooper and sprout through. Now, a lot of folks come from different types of thinking. Some folks say that if it sprouts up, pull it up because it's a weed. If it ain't planting time for it, pull it up, it's a weed. And there's another type of thinking that says, if it comes up, let it grow. It's all God's creation. Let's see what happens. Well, I'm a little of both in theory, in my thinking. But I really want to snack on broccoli and see how big this thing goes and what the longevity of it is. And since I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm experimenting. So I'm classifying this as an experiment. As you can tell, I've pinched off the top here. It broccolied up like it's supposed to, and I pinched it off and eat it. I just eat it raw. And I know a lot of you folks out there will be like, oh, gross, you eat it raw. Hey, I'm fine. I ate it over a week ago. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Pinched it off, snacked on it. It was delicious, very fragrant, very beautiful tasting. It was great. Loved it. So I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep pinching them off as they go and just watch this thing get big and see what happens. Meanwhile, I'm going to put up a bit of a fence thing right here in the middle. I got some stakes I'm going to put in the ground, and then put me a little row here in the middle, and then train my cucumbers to grow up it. Which that'll be future videos. So, anyway, just thought I'd share that with you guys. I'm going to water this a little bit. It's supposed to be almost 80 degrees today. And since I just planted these things, it's probably good to go ahead and get them a good soaking. Alright, so y'all have a good Easter Sunday. Thanks for watching.